Hey loves, it's Angelica. Welcome and welcome back. Today I am talking about my new favorite protective style for guaranteed maximum hair growth and minimum breakage. But first, a word from our sponsors. Today's video is sponsored by Unicaf, and I thought it was the perfect partnership. I post videos twice a week, every single week, all about growing long, healthy, natural hair. So a lot of you have asked me questions like how to start a YouTube channel, why I started my YouTube channel, how I quit my job to do YouTube, and I actually learned a lot of those skills in university. I studied communications myself, and I enjoy content creation. So being a content creator, you need to know that content creation requires organizational skills, managing your time efficiently, negotiating, and talking to people. I'm super happy to do what I love, and I love that I can share my fitness, beauty, and lifestyle tips with you. So many of you guys have messaged me asking me how you can also leave your jobs if you don't like them, or just progress to do something else that you love that maybe you want to do, or you want to stop what you're doing and pursue what you love to do. So this is actually an amazing opportunity because this is not just only a university. So I suggest if you have an opportunity, you better go and grab it, okay? So what's great about this is that because knowledge is key, obviously, you can actually get access to higher education in your own living room. You can study from home and succeed. First, you can stay positive and commit to making the most of your course with distance education. So this is a great opportunity. You can join the Unicaf community and change your life. And what I think is the greatest thing about this is Unicaf actually helps students to earn higher education degrees through the Unicaf Scholarship program. So yes, there's a scholarship, okay? But not one scholarship. They offer $1 million worth of scholarships. You have the opportunity to study for an internationally recognized online MBA degree from the comfort of your own home. And you'll be on scholarship. So if you'd like to sign up and see if you're eligible for this scholarship and potentially want to get this scholarship, just check my link at the top of the description box below. It is unicaf.org/AngieBMBA. Now, let's get into the video. This hairstyle that's underneath this head wrap that I'll be taking down in a second, don't worry, has helped me achieve amazing hair growth. Now, the reason why I actually love this hairstyle more than the previous one that I was doing is because if you're subscribed to this channel or you just watched my previous I kept my hair in twists for a month protective style video, then you would know that while I did have the most moisturized hair ever, my hair felt so soft. It was amazing to work with. My scalp was hydrated. I did not experience any dryness. The one little tiny thing I experienced that was not so hot is I experienced a little bit of breakage just in this area of my head here. And I think it's because of the direction that the twists were in. It just kind of made me experience breakage in those areas. Also, because twists are not braids, they tend to unravel, so they can be slightly annoying because you have to keep retwisting them, and sometimes you can experience a little bit of breakage from that. Now, this new style, the style per se is not 100% new, but the way I did the style is very new for me. A bunch of other people do this hairstyle. So here's the reveal. I started with a head wrap because my hair is looking crusty, okay? I've had this in my hair for like heading to 4 weeks now, I think. You ready? Okay. Yeah, this is the stage of my braids I like to call, Shamar Moore from the Medea movie? That's what these braids look like. I know that was a terrible wig, but this is what my braids look like. So there we have it up close. And the reason why I like braids is because you can see the growth more. With twists, the base of your scalp the base of your hair at the roots kind of unravels itself a little bit. So you can't really see the growth because it's like looseness mixed with the hair growth. But with this one, because your braids are so like flat, they don't really loosen up. And so you can see a little bit more of the growth. And I definitely have experienced faster hair growth, and I love having access to my scalp because if you have a lifestyle like me or you're looking into having a lifestyle like me, I would highly suggest doing this hairstyle. So what this hairstyle is I have cornrows in the front, but they are only halfway, so up to here. And the reason why I like these cornrows in the front is because, like I said, I experienced a little bit of breakage in this area. And I find that because of like maybe tying my hair back or whatever, when my hair is in twists, my hair, or even just regular braids, my hair keeps moving in too many different directions in this area. Whereas this part, the movement is not that much because of the direction of the hair and I guess just my head. So doing this just no pain, no tension. I don't braid them tight, I braided them myself. No tension. So there's no manipulation of the hair when I want to tie it. If I want to wear a wig on top or anything like that, it's not making them sit weird or anything. Everything is just nice and flat. And my favorite thing is I have access to my scalp when I want to put any oils on my scalp, because you guys know I love oils and I have an amazing new oil mix coming soon. So if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing by hitting the subscription button right down there, as well as the bell, so you get notifications every single time I post. So that's what's here. And then at the back, it's just individual braids. All of them are individual braids. And what I do is when I braid the hair, I know it looks like very tightly braided, but that's just because my hair is super thick. So even if it's loose, it just kind of like puffs up and it makes the braids look like much tighter than they are. But I don't braid them too tight, and the reason why is because I wash my hair in these braids and I also moisturize my hair in these braids. So if you braid the braid way too tight, you're not going to allow any product to go into the hair. And that's why before I would prefer twists, because even if you twist the hair as tight as you possibly can, because of the nature of the style, it would still unravel itself a lot and make it easy enough for the moisturizer, shampoo, and everything to penetrate those twists. With braids, you have to be conscious while you're doing the braid to not make it super tight and locked in to the point where you can't let any product go in. It'll be nice for the first couple days because everything's nicely locked in and not that much is going out. But once your hair goes dry, it'll be very difficult to moisturize. So here are some of the things I experienced in this hairstyle. So one of the first things is very easy to wear. When I'm working, when I'm doing whatever, I would just leave the hair down like this. It's not coming in my face. There's low manipulation. I'm not moving it around. I don't even have to tie it. So I experienced very little breakage, damage, tension, any itching or pain on my scalp because I had lots of access to my scalp and my hair was just doing its thing, and it's awesome. You can see my ends are not braided because that can cause breakage. It's just nice and curly, and whenever I moisturize my hair, it just emphasizes the curl even more. So now I'm going to tie it how I do if I'm working out, which is my next point about my lifestyle. So I just tie it loosely like this, one tie, and then fold the rest so that the ends are not like dragging all over my clothes, because that can cause a little bit of breakage. So here's my lifestyle and why I really like to keep this hairstyle in and why I find it very beneficial for me. And I think this has also contributed to my hair growth as well, because as I always say, hair growth comes from the inside out. You can focus on it and you really need to moisturize the hair that's growing out, take care of it, take care of your scalp. But if you want to boost hair growth and the overall look and health of your hair, you have to start from the inside, and that comes from eating good food and getting movement. So I've always been a big advocate for eating good food. And by good food, I mean healthy food that also tastes good, and also getting in some movement. So I was in my best zone for movement last year. I didn't hit my fitness goals, but I did increase my movement. And this is, I would go for a walk every single day. My steps would average about 5 to 10,000 steps a day, depending on where I walked and what I was doing that day, compared to a time before, at the beginning of the panorama, where I would literally get like 1 to 2,000 steps a day. And that was like a day with quite a bit of movement, okay? And then as we got closer to the end of the year, my steps kind of reduced. The rain season started and the holiday season kicked in, and I just started to get a little lazier and I didn't walk as much. This year, starting from the beginning of the year, I would say maybe the second week of January, or maybe middle of the third week. Anyway, I think around the second week of January. Since then, I have worked out every single day. Now, rest days are important, of course, but what I mean is I get movement in every single day. So I'll either go for a walk on the elliptical, I lift weights 3 times a week, and then the rest of the weeks I'll just go on my walks on the elliptical, do extra walks during the day to get a little bit of movement in, drink a lot of water, and eat more protein in my diet to make my diet and meals healthier. So that, of course, contributes to hair growth. But how does that relate to this hairstyle? I sweat in my hair first. Basic anatomy, basic biology, we have a lot of salt in our sweat and our tears, okay? So if you sweat or you cry and a little bit goes into your mouth, I'm sure you know the taste. It's very salty. So salty water and hair don't mix so great, okay? So almost every time I work out, I sweat, and I don't sweat all over my body that much, but I really sweat in my hair. That's why I literally have to dedicate a time. If I'm going to straighten my hair, I have to reduce my activity for the entire time, or at least the first 2 weeks while my hair is straight, because my hair will literally get completely wet if I do like high intensity workouts or just strenuous exercise. So with my hair in this hairstyle, the salt water, the sweat is not like going, it's not dripping all into my hair, into my braids, because I just like sort of tie them up, and it kind of just drips down into my neck. It doesn't get trapped in my hair. If I need to wash my hair, if my hair feels particularly dirty because of the sweat or anything like that, it's so easy to just wash it in the braids or just do a co-wash, go ahead and moisturize, and my wash day literally takes me 30 minutes. So I don't have to dread the days and be like, okay, I really need to wash my hair. I really need to do this. Like, my steps are so much reduced, and I find that if I'm not focusing on my hair as much, it grows so much faster. Second of all, I don't have to think of any hairstyles to do that requires my hair to be manipulated a lot. So I'm not like doing twist outs where I twist it for 2 days, unbraid it, wear it curly, and then put it in a braid out, and then do all these different things. So my hair just sits, and all I have to do is do scalp massages. I've also been doing more scalp massages lately, like almost every day, and then oiling the usual time, 1 to 3 times a week. Okay, so what else did I notice from this hairstyle? My hair is thriving, okay? My scalp constantly feels so clean and refreshed. My wash days are shorter. My hair is more moisturized than usual. Very little manipulation, very fast hair growth, and little to no breakage. So, is this hairstyle better than the last hairstyle I did that like the twists? Yes, I 100% think this is better. I think if I want to wear my hair in twists in the future, I will still do these cornrows in the front and then do the twists at the back, because I still really like the twists. Now you might be thinking, well, Angelica, that is nice for you because you work from home and you can look crazy like that. I have a job, I have to get to the office, I can't be looking like that. Well, here's a good thing. The first week or week and a half, your hair is gonna look pretty neat. So you can wear it out. If you don't like the hairstyle, you don't like the way it looks, you don't care for it, or you just, it's not your vibe. Because the front is so flat, the back is also flat, provided you do like a good size of braids that doesn't make it bumpy. You can wear a headband wig over this. You can wear a head wrap over this. You can wear a hat over this. You can wear a regular wig over this and glue it down, do whatever you want. It's not going to be bumpy. It's not going to do anything. And for me, I find that this is even better than cornrows that go all the way, because I noticed that a lot of people experience a lot of breakage in the back here because of maybe tying your hair up like this. The back of the braids kind of gets pulled, or just during the braiding process, you get a lot of breakage in this area. Or if you're like me, when I do cornrows, most of the time my hair is pretty good, and I like cornrows as well as a protective style. You've seen that I've done it before. It's just that it usually takes too long to do. But for me, because, well, I think most people have the thickest hair in the middle of the head here. My hair is so thick, and I find that when I'm braiding in this section, whenever I do experience a little bit of breakage with cornrows, it tends to be a little bit in this area, okay? So with this one, I think this is my new protective style, whether braids or twists. I think the key is this front part of the little half cornrows. If you have never tried this hairstyle, I highly suggest you try it. Now, I know you couldn't really see with these braids out, but this is the current length of my hair. Like, can you see that? Growth. Like, look at that. My hair used to be the shortest in this area right here, and now it's like some of the longest hair in my head. The hair on the sides for me, this hair starting from here and maybe even including this, is always the longest hair for me. It always grows super fast. If I experience any breakage in this area, it always grows the fastest for some reason. My hair grows at the same speed as almost all the rest of my hair in the back, but it grows the slowest here, and this has really shown me that my protective styling, if you've noticed, since maybe December, my hair has been in different protective styles. I take it out, let my hair breathe for a day or two, and then I'm back in protective styles, and it has really helped, especially with my workouts, so I don't have to worry about what to do with it. Let me know in the comment section also what your protective hairstyle is. I would love to know. Hit my face right there to subscribe. Watch the 2 videos on the other side of the screen right here if you'd like to see any of my older videos. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you again to Unicaf for sponsoring my video. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!